Mohammed, Salah, and Thierry Henry, the debate needs to start happening. What he is doing in a Liverpool shirt, 26 or 27 goal contributions. What Liverpool are doing this season, 6 wins out of 6 in the Champions League, the only side in Europe in the Champions League with a 100% win record. The only side in Europe as a whole in a European competition with a 100% win record. Top of the Premier League. The levels in this side is staggering. They didn't even get out of first gear tonight. Like, you had a couple of players in January and Liverpool will win the league. That is what you call a professional away performance. Make sure you go down, drop a like. That would be greatly appreciated. And make sure you have subscribed to the channel. We are steamrolling our way towards 40,000 subscribers. And your subscription would be greatly appreciated. It's free. And we're less than 600 away from 33,000. Let me know your thoughts down below. Girona 1, Liverpool 0. Of course, Liverpool did not play at the weekend. Their Merseyside derby was postponed. The only Premier League game that was postponed. Obviously, it affected the West quite a lot. Liverpool had a fantastic weekend without even playing football. Arsenal dropping points. Manchester City dropping points. Chelsea go out there and show their mentality. They come back from 2-0 away and kind of show Liverpool that they are in the race as well. Then Liverpool tonight play Girona, which is a tough game. Girona have actually got a lot of ex-Spurs players. Brian Hill, Gazaniga, Danjuma, two ex-Man United players in Daley Blind and Donny van der Beek, ex-Southampton player and ex-Barcelona player in Romeo. Is it Romeo? Wait, I think you say it's pronounced. The DM. Liverpool tonight, I'm going to be honest, it's what you class as a professional performance. Not at their best by any stretch of the imagination. We've seen how good this Liverpool team can be. We've seen the levels, and the levels are staggering what they can achieve. Alisson back in as well. And he was busy tonight. Trent, I don't think this was Trent Alexander-Arnold's best game, but the main objective for Arne Slot tonight would have been a clean sheet and 3 points. Of course, Liverpool have conceded 2 goals in their last 5 away games. You think back to the 3-3 draw against Newcastle at St. James's Park. You think back to winning 3-2 away at Southampton. And they have conceded a number of goals elsewhere as well. 2 against Brighton in a 3-2 away win. 2-2 against Arsenal. So they had to go out there today. The last 4 away games conceding goals. And they went out there. Now, Girona had some chances. But I actually think, and this is going to sound a bit weird and probably isn't going to make sense, but there is method to this. Not playing against Everton in a way did help Liverpool, but I also think players, when you're at that elite level, love to play football every 3 or 4 days, right? Bernardo Silva and Harden have come out and said it for City that they prefer playing every 2 or 3 days. And you could see a little bit of rustiness in Liverpool's game tonight. Robertson under-hitting a few crosses, Trent Alexander-Arnold getting caught out. But this midfield, there was no McAllister tonight, and there will be no McAllister against Fulham at the weekend. Curtis Jones, really strong performance. Ryan Gravenburch, whoever signed that guy in a Liverpool shirt, he's a fantastic midfielder. Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and Salah. I always feel Liverpool are a little bit more stronger when they've got the likes of Jota up front, but Darwin Núñez did a job tonight. He was frustrated when he come off, and I'm not entirely surprised. The match stats, Liverpool dominated possession, more shots on target, more corners. Only one side, in my opinion, deserved to win that, and that was, of course, Liverpool. Now, we'll get to the goal, we'll get to the penalty, and we need to start having serious conversations about that front three because it is ridiculous. Harvey Elliott, of course, come back in as well. Liverpool fans will be happy about that. But it's 90% passing accuracy on 612 passes is a joke. It's an absolute joke. And it's another clean sheet from Liverpool in the Champions League. They have now played in the Champions League 6 games and conceded 1 flipping goal. Like, people need to start giving this Liverpool side and Arne Slot unbelievable praise. Like, I feel like I'm coming out here every single week saying how much better they were than last week. 6 games in the Champions League, 18 points. What that has done tonight has 1,000% cemented Liverpool's qualification. They will then play their next Champions League home game, which I believe is in January. And that is against Lille at home, where they're not going to be in a pressured environment. They can make a number of changes, and at the end of the day, they can go out there and get the result. Liverpool tonight, number of chances in the first half, but fair play to Girona because they put up a brave fight against Liverpool, but the difference was the class in the final third. And you saw that the amount of times Girona, Danjuma got through or Brian Hill got through. Wasn't really impressed with Girona's substitutions around the 70th minute, taking off both of those. I thought kind of halted their attack. But of course, bringing on Stuani, who's their record goal scorer, I can understand they probably want more of a threat up front. But Alisson made a number of good saves in the first half, as well as Gazzaniga made a number of good saves in the first half. And you always thought going in at 0-0, you always kind of thought that Liverpool come into the fixture, you just know how good they are in the second half. 0-0 against Real Madrid, win 2-0 in the Champions League. 0-0 against Leverkusen, win 4-0 in the Champions League. 0-0 against Man City in the Premier League, win 2-0. That the way they can just flip this switch, I've not seen a team like this in a long time that have got the confidence in their ability at 0-0 at half time. Just go, lads, it's fine. It's fine. We're going to win this. We're the best team in the country. We're the best team in Europe right now. Just be patient. I'm not entirely sure what Donny van de Beek is doing around Luis Diaz for the penalty. That is absolute schoolboy stuff. That is absolutely piss poor. He's got his back to Donny van de Beek. He treads on Luis Diaz's foot, and then when he's falling down, he treads on it again. And this is the thing that annoys me about VAR. The same exact thing happened in the West Ham versus Wolves game, but it was given as it wasn't essentially given as a penalty, and it happened twice last night. And then, of course, it happened tonight. And I think all three situations, by the way, are penalties. And then Mohammed Salah steps up and he scores, and he does what he does best in a Liverpool shirt. And the numbers of this guy now: 2 goals and 4 assists, 6 GA in 6 in the Premier League, in the Champions League. 22 GA in 14. 21 GA in 14 in the Champions League. So that is 13, add 6 is 19, add 8 is 26, 27 GA. We're talking Thierry Henry numbers right now. We're talking Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi numbers. Mark my words, if Liverpool win the Premier League and the Champions League, that man will win the Ballon d'Or. The numbers are absolutely staggering. They are staggering. His 2 goal contributions already away from equaling his 8 goal tally for the last 2 seasons. He's already equaled his goal tally in the Champions League of 2020-2021 right now in GA. And he's already got more GA in the Champions League this season than when he did in the last 3 seasons before that, 2017-18, 2018-19, and 2019-20. The numbers are absolutely ridiculous. I don't feel that Girona could have played that game 8 or 9 times. I never thought that Liverpool would go and concede. The defence, the understanding of Arne Slot, and you can see that in the fullbacks. That's where I look at first. They're not, okay, they are bombing forward, but then it's not like a tennis match or a basketball game where it's end-to-end. It is, it's a willingness to succeed is what it looks like right now, and understanding your role in the system. Look at these numbers. Fair enough, Atalanta and Inter have always scored. They've always had strong defences, the Italians. But they've scored 2 more than Atalanta. They've scored 6 more than Inter. Plus 12 goal difference. The only side that has got better goal difference is Barcelona. But Liverpool have won 6 out of 6. And they're not just doing this in the Premier League. They're doing this in the Champions League. They're doing this in the League Cup. They're in the League Cup quarterfinals, which takes place in what? A week or so? Next week, where they play. They've got Fulham on Saturday or Sunday. And then they've got, I think it's next Wednesday, they play Southampton away. and then I'm in for a treat when we play them at home because I do not want to play this team. They're absolutely devastating right now, and we are in the pits. Mohammed Salah, we need to have serious conversations now. Like, he is an all-time Premier League great. That it's delivering in the biggest of biggest moments. He's done that on his CV, right? Scored in the Champions League final. 34 goals in his debut season in the Premier League. Won the Premier League. Has he delivered on a consistent basis for a number of years? Yes. Has he done it for his country as well? He's got Egypt all the way to an African Cup of Nations final where they narrowly lost to Senegal. We need to start having conversations now. Like, if we get to 2020 season, just like Thierry Henry did, and if he takes over Thierry Henry's goal tally, which it looks like he's going to, when do the conversations start happening? The numbers are staggering. But Liverpool as a team, people are calling them Mohamed Salah FC. I disagree with that. They beat Leverkusen without a Salah goal. They beat Real Madrid without a Salah goal. They beat Leipzig without a Salah goal. You know, they beat Villa, I'm pretty sure, or he might have got an assist in that game. He's generational, absolutely generational. Let me know your thoughts down below. I thought Liverpool tonight, professional performance. They went out, they understand the task at hand, and they got the job done. And I said this after the Newcastle draw. I look at these Liverpool games, and I just don't see them dropping too many points. You know, you look at what they've got coming up with Fulham at Anfield. I'm going to be honest. Fulham are a good side and they're in good form. They got a draw against Arsenal. They got a draw against Spurs. They beat Brighton in between that. I think Liverpool will win that 2-0. Then they've got the League Cup where Cody Gakpo comes alive and they can probably rest Mohamed Salah in that. I think they'll beat Southampton away. And then we may witness a bloodbath at I was about to say at the London Stadium, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, because they played the London Stadium only a couple of weeks after that. There you go, 7 days afterwards. I just don't see a world right now in which Liverpool drop points. I really don't. I'm going to say it. They win their next 6 games comfortably. I'm going to say it. Man United. Forest away is their next really difficult game. I'll be honest. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. I am